Halo adik-adik, selamat hari Minggu. Lasa harap kalian semua sehat ya. Hari ini kalian sudah siap belum mendengarkan cerita firman Tuhan? Sebelum kalian mendengarkan cerita firman Tuhan, ayo kita berdoa sama-sama yuk. Lipat tangannya, tutup matanya, kita berdoa ya. Tuhan Yesus, terima kasih untuk semua berkat yang Tuhan berikan. Tuhan, sebentar lagi kami akan mendengarkan cerita firman Tuhan, biarlah kami bisa mengerti dan memahami apa yang Lo suruh diceritakan. Terima kasih Tuhan Yesus, hanya di dalam nama Tuhan Yesus kami sudah berdoa, haleluya, amin. Ayo kita dengerin firman Tuhan. Adik-adik, kalian tahu nggak apa artinya kembar? Atau pernah nggak kalian melihat orang kembar? Kembar itu orang-orang yang dilahirkan secara bersamaan. Kembar itu mukanya sama, badannya sama, matanya, rambutnya juga bahkan sama. Contohnya seperti permainan kita tadi, kursi sama kursi. Atau seperti Cece Jessie dan Cece Joyce. Mereka berdua kembar adik-adik, mereka mirip sekali. Tapi adik-adik, kembar juga ada yang gak mirip loh. Contohnya seperti anaknya Bapak Ishak, yaitu Esau dan Yakub. Esau dan Yakub adalah anak yang dilahirkan secara bersamaan. Mereka kembar, tapi mereka gak mirip adik-adik. Anak pertama yaitu Esau memiliki kulit yang berbulu dan berwarna kemerahan. Tetapi anaknya yang kedua yaitu Yakub memiliki kulit yang halus, mulus. Esau dan Yakub sama-sama tidak mirip. Mereka kembar tapi tidak mirip adik-adik. Kedua anak Bapak Ishak ini tumbuh menjadi orang yang besar. Anak pertama yaitu Esau suka sekali bermain di luar, suka menangkap hewan-hewan. Terus Esau itu kuat adik-adik. Sedangkan Yakub, anak kedua dari Bapak Ishak ini, suka berada di dekat rumah. Yakub suka memasak. Pada suatu hari, Yakub sedang memasak makanan malam. Dan Yakub membuat sup kacang merah yang sangat enak. Enak sekali adik-adik. Saat itu Esau, anak pertama dari Bapak Ishak, datang sambil berlari. Esau berlari karena Esau sangat kelaparan. Ayo, siapa yang suka lapar di sini? Esau kelaparan karena seharian Esau berada di luar rumah. Tibanya di rumah, Esau langsung berteriak kepada Yakub. Cepat-cepat Yakub, berikan aku makananmu. Hal yang dipikirkan Esau adalah makan agar dia tidak kelaparan lagi. Yakub, adik Esau, menjawab begini. Baiklah, aku akan memberikanmu makanan. Tetapi jadikan aku anak pertama. Dan berikanlah aku berkat dan janji Allah, yaitu seluruh negeri ini akan menjadi milikku, Yakub anak kedua, dan keluargaku. Jadi tanpa berpikir panjang, Esau langsung menjawab, baiklah, aku berjanji dan aku tidak peduli. Cepat, berikan aku makan, aku lapar. Setelah mendapatkan makanan, Esau langsung berdiri, pergi. Esau tidak peduli adik-adik dengan janji Allah. Saat itu, Yakub merasa dia telah menipu dan berbohong untuk mendapatkan janji-janji Allah. Tetapi adik-adik tahu, itu tidak benar. Sebenarnya, Allah telah memilih Yakub untuk mendapatkan warisan dan janji-janji Allah. Dan Allah memberikan janji-janjinya untuk Yakub dan keluarganya. Bahkan Allah menepati janjinya. Allah berjanji akan mengasihi adik-adik. Adik, kalau Tuhan sudah berjanji, Tuhan pasti akan menepatinya. Sama seperti janji Tuhan akan mengasihi kita, akan memelihara kita, Tuhan pasti menepatinya. Sampai ketemu minggu depan ya. Tuhan Yesus memberkati. Bye-bye.
God's story, Jacob and Esau. So part of God's story is about twin brothers, and it begins like this. Once, there were twins named Jacob and Esau, and they didn't get along. They actually started fighting before they were born. Then during birth, Esau came out first, but Jacob was holding on to his heel. That's not normal, and they even look different. The Bible says Esau's body was covered in so much red hair, it was almost like he had clothes on. Jacob's skin was smooth. Well, they got even more different as they grew up. Esau hunted animals and spent time outside. Their dad, Isaac, was a big meat eater, so Esau was his favorite. Jacob, on the other hand, was a quiet guy who liked to stay indoors. Their mom, Rebecca, liked Jacob the best. The Bible doesn't talk much about Jacob and Esau as kids, but we do know Esau was lucky to be the oldest because he had what's called a birthright. That meant Esau would be in charge of their family, including all their money, land, and stuff. Jacob would probably have to work for his brother Esau, and their dad Isaac would give Esau a blessing, which means Isaac would ask God to take care of his oldest son Esau in an extra special way. Well, you probably think Esau was pretty excited about this, but he wasn't. In fact, one day he gave it up. He just returned from a hunting trip. Since he was out killing animals all day, he didn't have time to eat. He came home starving. Jacob was making stew, so Esau said, "Quick, give me some of that stew. I'm very hungry." Now, Jacob was a little sneaky, so he didn't just share the stew with his hungry brother, which would have been nice. Instead, he said, "First, sell me your birthright." And guess what? Esau said yes. It's a little like paying $1 million for a bowl of mushy soup. We don't know why Esau did that, but the Bible says he didn't care about the birthright. But later, when Isaac was really old and about to die, he wanted to ask God to take special care of his firstborn Esau. So he told Esau to go hunting and make him some tasty food, maybe for the last time. Now, Esau wanted the birthright, so he left right away to hunt. Meanwhile, Rebekah had heard Isaac and Esau talking, and remember, Jacob was her favorite. She wanted him to get the blessing, so she did something really sneaky. She told Jacob, "I will prepare tasty food for your father. You take it to your father to eat. Then he'll give you his blessing before he dies." See, Isaac was blind. She was telling Jacob to pretend he was Esau. But there was a slight problem with her plan. First off, Esau was hairy. So if Isaac touched Jacob's smooth skin, he would know the truth. The Bible says Esau had a certain smell too, which might be a polite way of saying he stunk. I mean, imagine how smelly a guy would be if he was always sweating and getting dead animal blood stuck on his clothes and matted in his hairy skin. And this was before deodorant. So even though Isaac was blind, he might smell Jacob or touch his smooth arm and know the truth. Well, Rebekah was sneaky, like Jacob. She told Jacob to put sheepskin on his arms and wear some of Esau's smelly clothes. Now Isaac would never know. And even though Isaac wondered why the voice sounded like Jacob, guess what? The trick worked. Jacob got the blessing. Now Esau would have to work for him. As you might imagine, Esau was furious. In fact, Rebekah had to help Jacob run away so Esau wouldn't kill him. What's really crazy about this story is Jacob messed up big time, but he really did get God's blessing. Esau even forgave him later. We don't know why God let this happen, but the truth is we all mess up sometimes, and God still wants us to be part of his story. And that's the story of Jacob and Esau. So, in case you missed it, here's the quick version. Jacob and Esau were twins. They were different. Jacob tricked Esau. Esau sold his birthright for stew. Later, Esau wanted his blessing. Rebekah helped Jacob trick his dad Isaac. Jacob got Esau's blessing. Esau was furious. Jacob ran away, but God still blessed him. And that's a part of God's story.